Hello, how are you everybody? With you Miss Hanan, your science teacher. Now the last part of lesson 1 for primary 4, the measuring tools. In the previous videos, I spoke about the measuring tools and units that are used to measure length and mass of the matter. In this video, I'll speak about the measuring tools and units that are used to measure the volume of matter. How to measure the volume of matter? Maybe this matter is liquid, such as milk or water, or maybe solid. A solid matter may be regular as a cube, as you see, or a box, or maybe irregular as marbles, like these marbles. Or stone. Volume means the space taken by an object or matter. So I'll measure the space that is taken by an object. This means I'll measure the volume of matter. Like milk, when put in the cup, it takes the space of the cup, so it has volume. I'll measure this volume. Firstly, how to measure the volume of liquid? We use a graduated cylinder to measure the volume of liquid. We put the amount of water in the measuring or graduated cylinder and read the meniscus of the eye level. Meniscus means the lowest point in this curve. Read from this point. Look at this picture. The first eye level is wrong because it is a low reading from the wrong level. The third eye also is wrong because it reads a higher reading than normal. The correct position is the second eye. It reads the correct line of volume. Okay, but what is the measuring unit used when measuring liquid by a graduated cylinder? We used many units as liter, milliliter, maybe cubic centimeter, or cubic meter. Is this part clear? Let me continue. How to measure the volume of solid? By graduated cylinder also? Okay, 1 minute we see together. You know, solid may be regular as cube or irregular as a stone. Now I'll speak with you how to measure the volume of a regular solid. To measure the volume of a cube is an example for regular solid. We use measuring ruler to measure the dimension. Dimensions are the length, width, and height of the cube. Okay, measure the dimensions of it. Dimensions. What is the meaning of dimensions? Dimensions are the length, width, and the height of the cube. Like these lines, length, width, and height. But these are not the volume. To calculate volume, we use this rule or this law: volume equal length times width times height. Or write by symbols. Volume equal L means length times W, symbol to width, times H, the first letter of height. Let's try to answer this example together. Calculate the volume of cuboid. if its length equals 6 centimeter, width equal 2 centimeter, and the height equal 3 centimeter. This is the length, here is the width, and this the height. So we can solve this problem as volume equal length times width times height. Length here equals 6 centimeter. So write instead of L 6 centimeter. Okay, width here equal 2 centimeter. So write 2 instead of width. And finally 3 instead of height. So volume equal 6 times 2 times 3 equal 36 cubic centimeter. Please don't forget this unit, cubic centimeter. Okay? But what is this? Graduated cylinder again? Yes, we use a graduated cylinder to measure the volume of irregular solid as this stone. We put an amount of water in the graduated cylinder and record the reading of the volume and name it as V1. In this example, V1 equal 50 cubic centimeter. Add the stone in the cylinder and record the reading of new volume and named it V2. It equals 75 cubic centimeter. Why does the level of water rise? Because the stone takes space in the cylinder, so the volume of the stone equals the difference between two volumes. So the volume of stone equals V2 minus V1. 75 minus 50 equal 25 cubic centimeter. The volume of a regular solid as a stone is measured by these units, cubic centimeter. I think this last one is easy, but take care of these problems because any exam has one of them. Okay, but what happens when the graduated cylinder is filled completely with water and you add a stone or a marble? The water will spill outside the cylinder. Yes? Yeah. Why did it spill out? Because the stone takes volume from the cylinder, so the water spilled out. Okay, but how do we calculate the volume of the stone in this case? It is very easy. The volume of the stone equals the volume of spilled water. Note that spilled water means poured water, which means water which fell out from the cylinder. Please take care from this point. The solids which we want to measure their volume must not dissolve in the water, as marbles, stone, and nails, but can't measure sugar by this method. Some examples about this part. Example number 1. When you put a piece of stone in a graduated cylinder containing 22 cubic centimeters of water, the water level rises up to 30 cubic centimeters. Find the volume of stone. How to answer this problem? You know the volume of stone equals V2 minus V1. V2 is the big number because it is the volume of water and the stone. So 30 cubic centimeter is a V2 and V1 equals 20 cubic centimeter. So the volume of stone equals V2 minus V1 equal 30 minus 20 equal 10 cubic centimeter. Another example, your classmate placed a piece of iron into 50 cubic centimeter graduated cylinder. Graduated cylinder filled completely by water. So a quantity of water equal to 20 cubic centimeter poured out the cylinder. Calculate the volume of the iron piece. Can we think together in this problem? It is hard or easy? Yes, it is very easy. When we put a piece of iron, an amount of water spilled out. This represents the volume of this piece. So, the volume of the piece equals the volume of spilled water, which equals 20 cubic centimeter. Now, time of matching. Liquid, regular solid, regular solid. Examples, measuring tools, measuring units. Now, which word is suitable for these squares? Example of liquid, yes, milk. Which tool is used to measure the volume of milk? Excellent. This picture, because it is a graduated cylinder, which is used to measure the volume of liquid. And in units, you choose what? Excellent. Cubic centimeter, cubic meter, or cubic centimeter, or liter, milliliter, cubic centimeter, and cubic meter. Bravo, we choose the last one. Liter, milliliter, cubic centimeter, and cubic meter. Okay, example of irregular solid, cube and cuboid or marble. Yes, marble because it is irregular solid. Measuring tool, excellent, the same tool as liquid. So I used graduated cylinder. And the measuring unit is cubic centimeter for regular solids, cuboid, and cube as examples. Tool, we choose the ruler, so its unit is cubic centimeter. Remember that. 1 liter equal 1000 milliliter, and 1 liter also equal 1000 cubic centimeter, because 1 milliliter equal 1 cubic centimeter. Thank you. See you later in the next video to learn about the different state of matter.